Welcome back to the pyramid and welcome back to the Mega Lore Quest for Glory 4 playthrough. I'm looking forward to it. I love this game. I guess you noticed when I played this yesterday that I really love this one. And I really do. So I'm looking forward to finish the more relaxed lore run of the game. We still haven't met all of the characters that we can meet. And we still have not seen every location we can see as the thief. So today, which, by the way, one thing that we can't do today, very important.
The strangest thing happened. Someone broke into the old monastery and burned the place down. I don't suppose you'd know anything about this?
You describe the evil, the terrible evil you found within the monastery, and how you felt it was necessary to burn the place to the ground so that the evil would not spread.
Perhaps I should learn to value your judgment. It is a good thing the place is destroyed. Is it not a coincidence that I smell smoke as you draw near?
You bitch.
It looks as if most of the inside was pretty much burned away. It is no great loss to the town and a vast improvement.
Yeah, everyone will be very happy. As I told before, this is like a thing that is flavor, but it is good flavor. I don't know if we get...
I heard that someone burned down the old monastery. Isn't it strange how you were seen around that building recently?
Huh? What? Granny, what are you talking about? I feel like this gives weirdly enough, this gives not anything to your honor account. I cannot tell about the burned monastery, I guess not here at least.
What would you like to know?
Burnt monastery.
I have heard tell you were seen near the monastery not long after the folks noticed the fire. I'm not saying you did it, but I'm glad you did. That place was a menace to our town.
I'm not saying you did it, but I'm glad you did it.
As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
I will. See now this looks a little bit more run down. Oh yeah, and the door's broken too.
The monastery is toast.
Exactly.
Oh, bad place. Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not know Olga's husband run off years back. Nobody tell rumors to Igor.
So we cannot go to the right.
You remain.
We cannot go to the right. We are not allowed to we're not allowed to go to Nikolai right now because we cannot tell him about his wife. There is something I have never shown off in a speedrun, or like I have never shown off this on the channel in general when it comes to Nikolai and the thief class. So we should make room and we should make preparations to not mess this up. So I will replace the Mega Lore here, and I will probably try to fight more enemies because we are not having seen all the evil from the place by now. There's more evil to be seen. Also, there's this bush.
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Oh, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary, everyday bush with blood-red berries and tentacle-like branches. You'll have to get a little closer. The bush seems to be hard of hearing. You'll have to get a little closer. There's something...
It tried to slap me, did you see that? It tried to slap me.
You are at the far southern edge of the forest. There is a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the east, but you don't see any way to get there from here.
Oh, interesting that you can see Baba Yaga's hut from here. That's cool. Bauble Bunny. Already fought this one. We fought this one. I was looking for a Wyvern, actually. Wyvern would be fun.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
It doesn't...
We couldn't sadly not do anything in the garden because we have no magic capacity, so that is basically dead for us, which is fine. Oh yeah, by the way, everywhere you can...
somewhere in the northeastern part of the forest.
Everywhere you can basically check where you are in the forest, which is kind of nice. I never do this because the map is rather tiny and it's very easy to run around. Also, we know the magic phrase.
As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic.
Magic. We have to do two things here. So I will show off a speedrun glitch while we edit.
Go back or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course? She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever.
Same as ever.
Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always. Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and safe as a coffin. You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in. You mean... You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though. My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
Hey, Dr. Burzy, I'm good to see you in.
Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. Who sure made her mad.
We're good.
Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So, what do you want?
It does...
I wouldn't do that if I was you, but I'm not.
But now.
Don't say I didn't warn you, buddy. She's back to her... Danger! You can...
You wriggle into the thief sign position.
Completed the granny I won today.
Baba Yaga already took care of it.
Nice.
Oh, looks pretty
How did you like it? How did you like the
bad.
ending?
Get that fixed if you can.
It's a dead body, artistically laid out for maximum shock effect. Actually, it just happened to fall in that position, but please don't tell anyone.
How do I get the information that I need the like in this skull? 8 out of 10. Oh, nice. That's a good rating. In Quest for Glory 1, this is what the skull is referring to. We already met Baba Yaga, so meeting Baba Yaga here is not new for us. Baba Yaga as a character is not new for us. And the skull is also someone we already know from Quest for Glory 1. In Quest for Glory 1, in addition to get to Baba Yaga, there was a fence that we had to bribe the skull with a gem for his eye socket to let us near to the hut. It's the same thing here. There's all these skulls that shoots lasers that will not let me in, but there is another bribe I can do. It is the same Baba Yaga, yes. It is the folklore chicken-legged hut Baba Yaga living in the wood eating children. That Baba Yaga is that Baba Yaga, yes. It is from the same thing. 1 second, please. Yeah, so that is in 1, and to get to the skull here, we have to do another bribe.
The skull is fixed in a perpetually sour expression. One eye socket is empty, the other filled with a brilliant gem, like the flare of the frost flame. Skulls line the pathway to a most peculiar chicken-legged hut. There can't be many like it. This must be Baba Yaga's hut, last seen in Spielberg.
Hey, hands off, buddy. I didn't get to the head of my class by letting strangers poke at me. You can... Don't say I didn't warn you, bud.
It does.
I have nothing to show.
Hey, don't...
Okay. I will show off the I will show off once how to get into the house, by the way. There's one very interesting way to get into the house. Or like again, get across, like get away from the skulls. You can do this. I show you. You can poke at this. And while you poke at this and dangle the corpse, you can kind of go there. That's what you can do. Like you can use the animation to override all the other scripts on the screen to move to the next location, which is here, the cauldron.
Skulls line the pathway. A huge old gnarled oak.
Now I can do this, which is I can make a cake and can bring it to Baba Yaga. But I will rather not, because it will skip a little bit of the sequence and I will not do that.
Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.
Okay. We know, by the way, from the game itself, because we read from the book, we know that in the Hangman Tree is it's one of the rituals. So we know that we need to go there. But for now, we don't know what to do.
Gotcha.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun.
Got him.
Guessing answers without knowing? Check your guesses first by going.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Hello.
But I went to the chicken leg hut. Is that not how to... Oh, did I mess up? I hope not. Let's see if the grave digger is here today. Yeah.
You greet Igor.
Hello.
Igor looks up at you.
Oh,
Igor got key to crypt. Igor keep key to crypt. No disturb crypt. Not nice. Well, technically only large one crypt. Crypt of Borgov's. Smaller building tomb. Not certain what distinction myself. Grave hole in ground. Put person in when dead. Me, Igor. You weird stranger. This cemetery. This where dead people buried. Igor buried them.
You say goodbye to Igor. Igor watches you for a second, then goes back to his work. This headstone does not have an epitaph, yet. How about that old one? Death is just nature's way of telling you to slow down.
Holy shit.
The hunchbacked artisan is busily chipping away at a headstone. It's a grave business. This soil has been recently removed from the open grave. Soon it will be back in place, covering another unfortunate soul.
Fine then. Fine then. Okay, which leads us to... hopefully going back to the townsfolk. I know a lot of more information now. Let's see what's going on here. No one is here. Okay, hello.
I do not gossip.
Okay, sorry, man.
I am well, as always.
Okay, man.
I know little of the forest, for I seldom leave my inn. You should speak with the Burgomeister. Perhaps he can tell you more about it.
Sayo is like stuck in internet hell. Okay. So I guess we will wait a little bit, actually. Until the afternoon. Until the afternoon. When all the townspeople are in the inn from all the hard work. Right? Nope, it's not late enough. Oh, there goes the... Oop. Okay, it is late enough. Here we go.
The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here.
Okay, hello?
Hey, look. There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah, we're okay. We've been tested.
What do you mean you're
To tell
tested?
you the truth, I do feel a cold sore coming on.
You know, we don't get many strangers here, now that the pass outside's been cut off.
He's right.
Yeah, we've been tested. Like,
Ones who
what?
come here by unknown means.
Yeah, particularly strangers we don't know.
We tend to be kinda suspicious of strangers, and I think I'm looking at one right now.
Yeah, that's where we made the sign that says strangers are unwelcome and unwanted.
Right. And in our own subtle way, we try to get across the fact that we don't like them very much.
Strangers bring bad luck.
Strangers bring trouble.
Actually, the last stranger brought a jester's hat and a staff, but we still don't trust him.
Anything else you want to know, stranger? You know, there's another stranger in town besides you.
Oh, and let me tell you, he is very strange, okay?
Strange. The dude ain't even human.
No one knows how he got here or why he came.
No one knows where he goes during the day, or who he's trying to meet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he tells jokes. At least I think he does.
Yeah, he says he's a real jester.
He dresses like Sonny Bono.
And he acts like a gnome.
He is a gnome, Einstein.
He is a gnome, Einstein. Jokes? No. Night.
Hey, Mordavia nights are dangerous.
That is a good line.
That's right, you know. Nobody
Mordavia
goes on a
nights
night
are
except my girlfriend, but she's
dangerous.
working.
That's a good line, dude.
Her and a few ghosts, a revenants, a wraith, and vampire or two.
Hold it, put it in park. There are no vampires in Mordavia.
Vampires in Moldavia. Who ever heard of such nonsense?
I hate to burst your bubble, but my Uncle Fred was bitten by a vampire once.
Your Uncle Fred's alive and well and retired till Silmaria. Hello?
Yeah, I know him. He sends you a postcard every harvest time saying, "Where's my $20?"
Well, he had a miraculous recovery.
The town of Mordavia
Hey,
is a very
Sirik.
safe place
Good to
be,
see you
I
in.
tell ya.
What a race. Greystar got 7th place. Yo, I hope it was super fun. I hope the Sega 8 was
Other
amazing.
than the
That's a cool. Where did it? Was it on the Sega Crew channel?
As long as you don't venture into the old monastery, you'll be safe as milk in this town.
Yeah, as long as you don't even think of getting near the old monastery, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, cool.
mention the monastery door.
Oh, yeah, right. The monastery door. Look, as long as you don't go near the monastery door.
In fact, nowhere near the monastery. Don't even think
Good to
about
see
it.
you. We finished Alone in the Dark, by the way, and we stepped away from Nightmare Creatures from today. It was way too hectic. We will play it during next week, though, but it's way too hectic for a stream today. Way too hectic. Like, I didn't notice, and I don't know. Here's my excuse. I opened the game, and it shows Activision, and it shows the Callisto Entertainment guys. It is made by the dudes, or like by the company that made the Fifth Element game. And guess what? It is basically the same, but it is melee combat and all the enemies have only one idea. They want to spam you down with attacks. So, it was a little bit hectic, as you can imagine. So, and I didn't want to play another Fifth Element kind of game today again. So we finished Alone in the Dark, the lady part. We will play more Alone in the Dark also next week. And then we finish, and then we restart Nightmare Creatures from the beginning. So that was, I was shocked to see that.
3 of the townsmen huddle together. They keep looking in your direction as they talk. You suspect that they are saying something not particularly complimentary about you.
Fine.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
I will wait another hour. And I think this will unlock the Jester. Yeah.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit. Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Mordavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "You know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The Doc replied, I'm getting married. I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business?
So, here's the whole thing. I guess we have to talk to him.
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't. I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together. Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on. I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
Yeah, exactly. So,
pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster.
so here's the lead. He is cursed. I guess for some reason you already got the drift that he is not really funny and he is not really jester-like at all. And guess what? You're right.
The voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
So, but he will reveal all the truth right now.
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. 1,000,000 laughs. How are you? Good to see you. Nice see you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
So here's the story. Let's go. Humor.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try. Don't know why. Gotta fly. Say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic? So I can't tell a joke. Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A feeble.
Comedically challenged.
Sweet dunce.
There we go.
As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak.
Curse.
Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke.
Here we go. Baba Yaga was the one who cursed him. And why, you ask? It's very simple.
She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned.
So yeah, this gnome heard about the Spielberg hero story, about our hero that reversed cursed Baba Yaga into a frog, and he was telling that on his performance show somewhere, and for some undoubtedly reason Baba Yaga was in the audience of that stage show and was super pissed that someone tells about that shit. So Baba Yaga cursed him to never tell a joke anymore, and she basically, yeah, cursed his tongue. So he cannot be funny at the moment. He is not about, and he's not allowed to be funny. And we have to basically cure him now, because, you know, he can't. Baba Yaga will not see him.
Putin-Kane, ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course. Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct. Punny, you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately. What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing, and they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before, or you, for that matter.
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
Yeah, I'm responsible now. I take that chicken, by the way.
The rubber chicken squeals as you pick it up and squeeze it.
Well, you'll have to keep her now. You obviously rub her the right way. Rubber, get it?
No, I don't want to get that, but...
So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
It must have been so cringe to, like, write him absolutely devastatingly wrong. They had to, like, really mess up everything. Like, they had to make the most, like, unfunny try-hard guy ever. But this is not the only thing we can do in late night Mordavia. This is why we couldn't get Nikolai going, because we can actually break into Nikolai's house. I never showed this off.
We open the window and enter the darkened upstairs bedroom.
Yeah, again, he's cursed. You can't. He's cursed. This is why this is the problem. We are in Nikolai's house. This is actually true. It is an actual screen. And you can actually do this.
You easily manage to slit the throat of the defenseless old man. Dead men tell no tales, eh?
What has happened to me? I do not understand. You. Why did you kill me? I do not know you. Why did you do such a thing?
If dead men tell no tales, then why did this one do so much talking? Next time leave the murdering to the bad guys, eh? So yeah, you can rob him though. You can full on rob him. And this house is fully thief explorable.
Open the window.
Weirdly enough, in all the other Quest for Glory games, I guess this is because in all the other Quest for Glory games there is like a working Thieves Guild. Because the Thieves Guild in this town is like basically run down, we don't have a quest to go here. Which means all of this is absolutely zero necessary and we do not have to do anything here.
It's a wardrobe for storing clothing and such. Sort of a portable closet. There's a footlocker next to the bed. Such a terrible lack of trust around here. The old man has not only locked his chest, but seems to have used a good enough lock that it's beyond your abilities. Or maybe you just need more practice. That didn't do. You hear a distinct creak. place hasn't been very well maintained. You search around in the wardrobe, but the only thing loose and portable is a garlic clove that has come loose from the garlic braid you see in here.
Yo, I found garlic. Let's go.
It's an attractive but not particularly valuable music box. It looks pretty much as you'd expect.
Anna, is that you? Oh, Anna, how you love that music box I gave you. Anna, how I love you. No, you are gone, and I am alone. An old man dreaming foolish dreams. Anna.
You hear the sound of the old man falling back asleep. The couch looks as though it's seen better years. It's badly worn and starting to sag. It doesn't budge. The desk consists of a simple tabletop closed in by two hinged doors. It doesn't have a lock. That didn't do it. You find a small bottle of healing potion, which you take. You also find a large book, too bulky to take with you. It's a diary. The author was working in Castle Borgov when the Boyar was still around, and mentions a secret passage in the Boyar's crypt. Interesting. It looks pretty much as you...
Oh, that was very close. The old man was just about to shit me in my face. That was very, very close. Oh boy. That was very close.
It is good to see you again. Many adventurers seem to have the unfortunate habit... I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby antwerps there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them. I have come to the conclusion... I have been feeling a bit dehydrated lately. It is this dry mountain air. Perhaps when I complete my rehydration solution, I can do something about the problem. It is very important to understand the relationship. The scientist never fails to observe nature. Why, if I had not gone on an observation trip in the forest, I would never have found that garden with all the rare and exotic flora. There is a beautiful garden in the forest southeast of town. It contains several varieties of plants and trees that cannot be found anywhere else in this region. I had some fascinating experimental results with the bush I dug up there. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep it alive in captivity. There used to be a bush that grew 7 different types of blossoms in the garden. There is still a tree that provides fruit in a very peculiar cycle. There are also many beautiful flowers and plants growing there. I am convinced that the garden must have been intentionally planted, as it contains specimens that are not native to this region. Whoever planted it clearly did not understand the basic tenets of ecology. Fortunately, few of the spores have spread to the wider forest so far. Of course, the real process of science is exciting only to those initiated into its greater mysteries. You should seek out knowledge wherever you can find it.
Okay, nothing too much crazy things going on here. So the thing that we are going to do is we are going to sleep. It's sleeping time, baby. Finally, take a good nap until the morning. Like, imagine you have like a good sleep like a hero. You can just like sleep till morning.
Do you see him?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Moldavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate. As you well know, I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You awaken with
Stranger danger. Uh-oh. So, this is the most boring day.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
This is sadly the most boring day.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
And so he waddles off. But it's good for us because we can get more dialogue now from the skull, actually. Because now that we have a reason to return to the skull, I guess that's what that was he said, like, oh my god, come back when you have a reason to be here. We do have a reason now because we have the gnome. And all that dialogue to basically explain why we are searching for the gnome. Also, something that you also don't know from the speedrunning, this bush is very afraid of the rubber chicken.
That's not a great idea. The bush would start. You strip the berries from the loose branch and carefully store them in a pocket in your backpack. That hurt.
So, the bush is really interested in the rubber chicken, and this is how you make the berry bush usually aware of that you need the berries. Oh, Wyvern? Bunny again? Come on, man. Hurry!
So, have you got an excuse for being here, or have you just come to keep me company, or what?
What? No. Mortar? Mortar?
What, you mean that mortar over there? That's Baba Yaga's personal magic mortar. It's kind of like a flying rowboat. She uses the pestle for an oar. Hey, don't get any wild ideas about flying around in it. The only thing you could use it for is grinding things. The magic is Baba Yaga's specialty. That just the guards. Nothing inside their skulls but some magic. Not exactly brilliant conversationalists like myself.
Tell about the gnome. That just skipped through the entire thing. I don't know why. So, as you may or may have not grasped, that I don't know why it like skipped through it. The skull says, "I will let you to Baba Yaga. I will just basically talk to the other skulls if you give me something that will decor me more, like this that helps me." And the thing that helps him is the basically beautiful hat from Nikolai that we will get for him now, because we have basically nothing else that we can do right now. Oh yeah, cool batters. No, not cool. I don't want to fight them. I hate fighting the bats. Oh.
Anna, I found you. Anna!
Nikolai, I've been trying to find you for so long.
I never stopped looking for you, Anna. Never. I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai.
We killed him after all. I mean...
We'll always be together.
Forever?
Forever, ever?
Forever.
Forever, ever.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask.
You may of course take my hat. I have no further use for it. I have not been so happy since the day of our wedding. It seems strange being a ghost. Still, it is better than being an old man who has lost his only love. It has been so long, and I know so little of what goes on today. Still, some time ago, there was talk in town about a stranger moving into Borgov Castle. There was much talk and many rumors about who had moved in. I do not know whether your path will ever take you to the castle, but I do know of a secret passageway to there. My grandfather once told me that there is a secret
we have like three, like the thief is very interesting because that right here is the only information that the fighter can get about the secret passage. Like if you play this game for the very first time, this is the first and only time you will hear about the secret passage in the Borgov crypt. Like nothing else will tell you and hint you at that, because you know, the thief, we got it from the thief guildmaster, we got it from breaking into Nikolai's house, and we get it here. They have 3 or 4 things that we can like see that from.
I do not think anyone even saw the stranger. We only knew him as the Dark Master. It is an ominous title. There was some talk of vampires at the time. I do not think anyone in Mordavia was actually killed by a vampire, so gradually the talk faded.
I shall never again be lost and alone. Nikolai and I will find our way. Being a ghost is not bad when you have someone you love with you. I have been lost so long. I do not know how I can help you. Perhaps you can talk to my friend Olga. She knows everything that goes on in town.
She married Boris Stovich, who owned the shop.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town.
Touch ghost.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
No! I touched the ghost, it was too much. My hands are full of ectoplasma, look! It's all ecto-cooler. Oh no. Oh no, here we go. Run! Look what I found!
So, have you got an excuse for being here, or have you just come to keep me company, or what? Not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character, makes me look mysterious and handsome. Hey, all right, you guys, this guy's okay by me. You can let him through.
A strangely familiar, scratchy voice shouts, "Now!"
Spirits of the frigid north, spin the water, draw it forth. Frosty spirits, summon twice, turn the water into ice.
You find yourself trapped in ice.
Come for a little visit, are we? A little chat, perhaps?
A little chat, perhaps?
We came for a little visit, don't we, kids? You turned me into a frog, didn't you, ha? Thought I wouldn't remember you. You thought to yourself, let's just visit Baba Yaga and
Yeah, Baba
see what
baby,
we can
yeah.
turn her into today. Well, you thought wrong, kiddo. Well, now you're here and all trapped like a fly in a web. Just looking at you reminds me of lunch. So, what'll it be, kids? Hero sandwiches or Hero on the half shell? Seeing as he is already frozen, we could just settle for a little ice cream sundae with whipped cream and nuts.
Hey, she wants my nuts! No! No, not my nuts!
Oh, good. We'll just skip the main course and go straight to dessert. Any last words from the soon-to-be supper?
You tell about Mr. Bones the Gnome and the reason you came here.
So, you come here to help the jester get back his jokes, huh? How fitting. He made a fool out of me because you made a frog out of me. And now I'll make food out of thee. Just desserts, after all. So now we can all have our favorite treat to eat. Isn't that right, kids? East, west, hut's a mess. It suits me. I'm not fond of 20 questions. It upsets my digestion. You'd rather have pie.
What? Eye pie? Oh, elderberry pie. It's true we haven't had that for a long while. But I can't very well make one now. I don't have any of the ingredients. Oh, poo. Now that you mention it, I'd really like some elderberry pie. With or without ice cream. You're right. He did bring us a mandrake, didn't he? And it made such a lovely mousse. Very well. But it means no ice cream for now. So, Mr. Tender Morsel, I'll give you another chance. Bring me some fresh elderberry pie, and I won't have you for dessert. Agreed? Good.
Vigorously, you nod your head in agreement.
Good. Bring us some fresh elderberry pie, or we'll just settle for Adam's apple pie and minced meat instead.
This character? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love the voice lines here.
Recycle this ice around this fool for iced me later. Hero lout, now get out.
Well, what have we here? Back in one piece? I sure never expected to see you outside of a quiche again. She didn't give you the recipe. Alright, let's see. You'll need a pie pan for starch, you'll need bone meal for a crust, brew goo for flavoring, and elderberry berries, of course.
Of course! Of course!
You'll need to pick them right off the elderberry bush. Careful or you'll make it cry. There's nothing worse than elderberry wines. I don't know much about it. I don't get around much after all. I think it's a mean green to the northwest. Hey, careful around it. If you destroy it, you'll make Baba very displeased with you. On the other hand, it could destroy you.
I don't know if did I buy the pie pan? I did not buy the pan. I did not buy the pan, dude. Oh man. Fine. I will sleep in the garden, which is a good opportunity to do that, because sleeping in the garden does various things for us. It gives us a vision. We hadn't had a vision in the entire game so far, so enjoy the first vision. But you get a lot of visions, by the way, if you sleep in magical places.
You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty.
It was a setup, Sayo.
You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body.
Sure.
Pain. The agony of lungs without air, the burning cold of a body trapped in ice,
called vicious mockery.
The terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Rise and shine!
You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
What?
Look, he is safely locked away. We should wait a bit to see if the gravedigger shows up.
Well, there you go. Igor's missing. That ties it. The little weasel never goes anywhere, for crying out loud.
Yeah, except when he's with that wacko, crazy, cuckoo doctor.
Oh, it's a pick me, like, hey, you!
Why else would that gypsy be so
I wanna be,
darn close
I'm
to
the one.
town? He got a taste for meat.
It was a full moon outside last night, I'm telling ya.
Yeah, somebody's going to jail. Justice must be served, even for that little gravedigger.
Justice? We don't even know if a crime has really been committed. Just relax, go home or to the inn. The gypsy goes nowhere. We can decide what to do later.
But we...
Later, go home.
Go home.
I'm telling you, gypsies are werewolves.
Yeah, gypsies are all tramps and thieves.
Gypsy...
Maybe I skip about that one.
The gravedigger's missing.
I mean, we looked everywhere. He's usually under my wife's bed.
We even tried to talk to that quack Dr. Cranium.
That ridiculous doorbell.
At first, we thought he might be lost.
Then we found
Listen,
the
I'm
gypsy.
telling you,
Igor's death
The
must be
gypsy
avenged.
did it. He toasted Igor.
Yeah, and then he ate him. Check his breath. It smells like Igor.
Poor Igor.
Poor Igor.
Hold it, Slick. Don't you know what a werewolf is? A man who turns into a wolf.
Yeah, when he's sunbathing at night, you know? It's the full moon that does it.
Listen, the werewolf eats children, which don't make him all bad.
Igor was not a child.
Hey, Yuri's daughter was eaten by one, huh?
No one knows what happened to Tanya. You cannot say she was eaten.
What else could have happened? I mean, we have the werewolf that did...
It'll break out of your little trick-or-treat jail and eat us all.
Hans, not one word about Tanya eaten by a werewolf will you make to Yuri. He and Bella have been hurt too deeply. As you are a man, do not open the wounds again.
Well, I tell you what, you suit yourself, pal. But at least they can be avenged now upon the werewolf.
So yeah, it's a very dire situation. Like maybe it doesn't, it didn't like get out of this like really, or like maybe you didn't gather it like really, but they're pissed. Like you have like you basically I want to like elaborate on this a little bit further. From this moment on, you are on a timer. You are on a timer. If you cannot figure out what happened to Igor, if you cannot free him, if you don't know what's going on, 2 days from now, or the next day or 2 days from now, they will actually burn Davi. They will actually bring a stake here and they will burn the werewolf person. And then you go game over too. They will just, they will fuck him up. They show it too. Like they will show it. That he will bring up the wood and they will burn him. I guess I can show that off real quick. It's fairly easy. I just saved.
You unlock.
Let me wait here 12 times. Old speedrun tech, baby.
You unlock.
So,
As you sleep, you awake.
Why does it not work?
I say we toast the little weasel now!
Yeah, you're right. Let's make sure that monster can't harm anybody, except maybe my wife. Again!
Let's burn the bozo right here.
No, I will not allow it. Hey, you said that we should wait for proof that Igor was killed.
Right, where's Igor if he's not dead?
That killer's gotta pay for Igor's death.
Please, give me more time. Wait at least until tomorrow before burning the gypsy. What are you, a broken record over here? We can't wait much longer. He's gotta fry!
As I said before, they are pretty pissed. So there is not much we can do. But I will show it off. Again, this is very interesting for everyone who never saw this, I guess. Sadly, I have to do like the old take again. But then again, we saw the... Oh yeah, Dave E, we will also visit him in like a few minutes here. He's also in the cell. We can talk to him. Sadly, you will see what happens then. It's bizarre, but also true. We already talked to the man, so we know that he is very distrustworthy to us. See, we'll
pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you.
By my blood and by my death, I curse you all! As I die, so shall you all!
The unjust executed rover dying curse took you and the villagers with you. It's an actual thing that actually happens in the game. I didn't pull your leg. It's what happens in the game. So yeah. Yeah. Welp. This is what I feel like makes a lot of people very angry about the Quest for Glory series in general, like all of this. Because, the problem here is that there is a lot of video games in the Quest for Glory series. One is also like a very atrocious one, where you can get yourself into a corner where you cannot beat the game anymore. It is impossible to beat and you are basically safe locked, or like you're basically locked into a scenario where you can never see the ending. The only, you are not even soft lock would be a thing. You are like dead. And there's no way out of this. This is like called a dead man walking. We can avoid this, by the way. We could just right now go out of town. As long as we never return to town, we will never see this scene. You know, which is very hard to do because there's things that spawn in town. So yeah. But as said before, I can talk to this man.
The gravedigger is missing, and the gypsy just happened to be near the front gate when we were searching for Igor. He is suspected of being a werewolf and of having eaten Igor.
The gypsy spits in your general direction. The gypsy glares at you in sullen silence. The gypsy looks at you with disdain.
Yeah, you will not.
You tell the gypsy that you will do whatever you can to help prove his innocence and see his release. The gypsy doesn't seem to believe you.
Well then, go do something instead of standing around talking with everyone.
It might be a hint that he's safe. Yeah, and they learned a little bit, right?
The gravedigger is still alive. If you are going wandering outside of town, please watch for him. Calm down, everyone. Give me a little more time.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, Gandhi, but we have waited long enough.
Yeah, he's right. I got first dibs. That gypsy's gonna pay.
That gypsy's gonna make...
Yeah.
Have you heard? Igor, the gravedigger, is missing. They say the gypsy did it.
Hello. I want to purchase something. I absolutely forget to buy a pen. Thanks, ladyboy. So, we have the pen at least. We will of course free Igor, but not today. We will not do this today. I guess we can do this today, but I don't feel like it. I don't know if I can ruin this file, but I think we're pretty safe. Why am I in the swamp? Why am I here? This is not where I want to be. What? Where? How did I? Isn't he dead next day? Yeah, he's kinda, yeah. Another Vorpal bunny. Blech. Which is not a problem for us. As a thief, it doesn't make any difference for us. If he's dead or no. It doesn't make a difference for us because we can go to the crypt anyways. We can't let Igor die. Fine. Fine.
You put...
Fine.
That didn't... The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
Very good.
Hey, bird legs! Squat!
You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kids? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor, quick, make him stick.
You find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog. I have a sudden craving for a tiggly wiggly. Perhaps some hedgehog grog. Hedge piggly swiggly and pig Newtons. What's that you say? Elderberry pie. Oh, darn. He was bringing that here, wasn't he?
I was. Lady, please.
I don't suppose a piggly wiggle can get the pie from his backpack, could he? Particularly if his feet are stuck to the floor. Oh, pity.
Oh, pity.
Spirits of the mist and more, restore this man as he was before. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for?
Yes. Yes, my lord.
That smells delicious, just the way we like it, fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie? Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now? Or for an entree, have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man? Oh, all right. I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie?
Lovely pie. Gnome's humor.
You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor. I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses. Oh, all right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
You've got what you wanted, and I've got what we wanted. Hasty treat, now retreat.
I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place.
Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope
Cookie
for your
Face.
sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. Oh, I can always use some garlic. It goes with everything. Now I can make some garlic head. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
She likes me. She likes me.
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
Put the ritual away in your pack.
Thanks, babe.
Not too bad. I had wyvern waffles for breakfast, and venom makes a great syrup over waffles. I've heard that you were brought here by those up at the castle. They weren't too happy when you landed in the Dark One's cave instead of their spell circle.
See? More information there.
I just didn't realize how powerful the dark influences are. They are keeping a close watch over you now, though.
Baba Yaga knows.
The Dark One that was worshipped in the cave almost, but not quite, came into this world. It's now trapped in a limbo state between dimensions. However, its magical aura leaches into this world, particularly at night. That's why things are so much more scenic when the sun sets. The dark influences affect spells here too, particularly spells which work both in and out of the valley. Crystal ball reception stinks. We're magically cut off from most of the world. The castle folks used a lot of magic trying to get you here. You should be sure to thank them for your visit when you see them. The Dark Ones are creatures of another plane of existence. They are incredibly powerful and dangerous. When they enter this world, they bring darkness, madness, and destruction. Don't mess with the Dark One's cave. I hate to have to leave this place because you ruined the neighborhood. The Dark One's cave has been around for many years. It seems it was a place of worship for a cult. They wanted to bring a Dark One into this world. Fortunately for this valley, the cult didn't succeed, I'll tell you. You should go visit the castle someday. You probably wouldn't get in the front door, but there is supposed to be a secret passage from the graveyard to the castle. Now, what besides talk are you interested in having? What do you want in return for your little gift? Hero near, out of here.
She's done. She's done, we done too.
Oh, back so soon?
Back so soon, Cookie Face? It's a really good line, right? It's a really good line. Many hints on the secret passage. Yep. Yeah. We get quite the hints on the secret passage.
You hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below.
So, let me try the real way here. This is the thief way to do it. Using the grappling hook.
Igor saved!
In climbing skill.
Saved Igor! Good, kind stranger! Igor, happy grave, not Igor's grave!
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Igor, very glad not to still be in grave. You Igor's friend now.
You tell Igor how you figured out he was stuck in the grave.
Lucky for Igor, you persistent hero.
Tell rumors?
You tell Igor the townspeople were worried while he was gone.
People miss Igor? You tell Igor rumor? Igor now morgue happy than ever. Morgue happy, get it? Little graveyard humor there. Staff been in town long time. Dimitri's grandfather brought staff to town. Grave accident? Little graveyard humor there. That good one. I like it.
I like it.
Igor carve headstone near grave. Igor fall in grave. Gravestone fall on grave. Igor not get out until you get him out of grave. Igor in grave danger. A little graveyard humor there. Igor not give crypt key to strangers. You not stranger. Igor give crypt key to you.
Thank you.
Oh, people not like gypsies. People think gypsies steal things. People think gypsies eat people. People think gypsies not normal like Igor.
Yeah, it's a grave mistake to get him out of the grave. Yeah, I agree. We will... Oh no, we go to the inn real quick. Because the gnome is around. I think he's in his room, probably. We see.
A voice from...
Did I tell you about the time there was this guy walking into an inn with this big necrotor following him? He goes up to the innkeeper and asks for some stew to eat. The innkeeper looks nervously at the necrotor and asks the man what his pet will eat. And the guy replies, anyone he wants. Not bad, eh?
You hand the gnome the good humor bar.
It's better for all of us.
What's this? You trying the old hot pepper bar on me? Hey, I'm the professional, kid. Don't try this at home. Not on a gnome, anyway. Hey, it looks good, though.
He eats the good humor bar.
Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Hey, I feel funny. I mean, really funny. What was that thing?
You tell the gnome about Baba Yaga and the good humor bar.
Thanks, pal. Guess this yuck's on me. This jester just can't thank you too much. You're my hero, Nero. My main man, Stan. So you got by with a pie, aye? My. Always knew the way to Baba's heart was through her stomach. Probably someone she ate. You know what they say about cannibals? Always having a few friends over for dinner. Well, now that I'm back in the funny business, it's one more show and I'm back on the road. I'm gonna show these yokels that he who laughs last just didn't get it. Before you blow, Joe, I figure I owe you one. I'm gonna let you in on a secret only we gnomes know. I'm gonna tell you the ultimate joke. Don't wince, Vince. This is straight, mate. You tell this one, and whoever hears it is gonna laugh. Really laugh. Can't help it, can't stop it kind of laugh. Only works once, and should only be used in last resorts, Mort. It's the last laugh, so to speak. The best jest to the west. Yours for the telling.
The gnome tells you a rather silly joke. You find yourself laughing despite yourself.
See what I mean, Gene? Tell this joke to a big bad dude that's out to do you in, then exit while he's laughing. Use it or lose it. Bye-bye, Bert.
We can visit his last show. We can visit the last show he gives, so that we will see what that is about. I mean, we need to wait anyways. Like, we need nighttime anyways, because we need to get the rover out of camp. We need to free him as a thief. There we go. We need to do that as a thief anyway, so that will probably be good.
The door. You after.
So you're back. No, it's your front. Take a seat. No, take two. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish.
Let's see. Let's see if the joke's better.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchback. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses, one for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Aha, said Dr. Cranium. We have ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monsters in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a necrotor? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy. You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored, he buried himself in his work. You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
The gnome takes a deep bow and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ha! The townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
Your voice is lost in the noise of the crowd, and the gnome doesn't... It's good before you help. Now whenever I tell a joke, I get carried away. So I'm leaving before they write me out of town on a nail. A short joke there.
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is so dumb, he always stops to think and then forgets to start again? Everything that's said to him goes in one ear and out the other. There's nothing there to block traffic. I can tell dwarf jokes all day, mainly because there are none around to stop me.
That's true. That's true.
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is... In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I. Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
Yeah, that was a guy. I feel like there was some more funny things in there for sure.
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I better get while the going's good. See ya! Don't take any wooden kopecks. So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." Bada-boom. That just goes to show you I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but I'm gonna take it on the lam and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Where can I find a sheep?
Townspeople have a poor opinion of people whom they see climbing up.
And we're back to 2 out of 10. Yep.
After some.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Everybody here's a sheep but me.
It was nice while it lasted. Absolutely. I feel like the best line in the entire setup he has for me is like, "Oh yeah, I could tell jokes the entire night, but you would only laugh about them." That's the best line for me. It's such a good line.
The wind.
It's locked. What? Think about that again, bitch. Nothing is here is locked. Nothing in here is locked. This all belongs to me.
This is a tough lock.
There we go.
You have no reason to open the cell door at the moment. In such a small village, only one...
Wait, the Davi is already freed? We cannot get the points for that one. Let's get another vision at least. Yeah. We should have taken the other way around. You have to wait for night, free him. I mean, we did 100%. We just don't get the points for it.
Find yourself dancing at the heart of the cosmos.
We just don't get the points for it.
And the universe swirls with you.
So finicky.
Around you. Suddenly, something calls out to you.
So finicky.
You feel a coldness rapidly devouring you. You falter in fear as you remember what happened the last time you were here. The voice calls again, and you feel trapped, helpless. The closer you get to that voice, the greater the fear. It is a voice of pain, a voice of death. You flee in terror.
No 100% restart. You guys are more funny than the gnome. You're more funny than the gnome. This is why I have a gnome laugh on my soundboard too.
The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner.
And we pay better too. What are you paying? Will you pay me? What are you paying me in? In Kopak? I don't want Kopak. I don't want crowns, I don't want Kopaks.
Greetings and welcome to our camp. You are a stranger no longer. When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined. Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend. Come now, I will take you to the leader of our
I love the screen. It's a good screen.
So, you are the one my son spoke of. You saved his life. You also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage. We gypsies owe you for our baby, and I believe we will owe you for things to come. Welcome. I am the fortune teller.
Oh, sorry.
You can call me Davy. Names are very important. Davy is my name to outsiders. I also have a gypsy name and a true name. True names are not given lightly. Gypsies never ask others for their names. Never say your true name. Never speak the true name of another. To say another's true name aloud gives you power over him, if you are indeed more powerful. Otherwise, it gives him power over you.
That is very true. Everyone knows when you were little and your mom or dad, they were like getting you by your full name. You're like, oh shit, I'm in danger. Like, everyone knows that, right? It's the real thing. Like, if you know someone's true name, it's like, oh shit, man, that's not good. Like, shit is fucked. Immediately.
There are many legends about that ogress. We gypsies avoid her when we can. She is dangerous to enemies, and she takes offense easily.
That's true.
She has her hut to the south. There is some sort of magic hiding the pathway there. Her only weakness is her love of food. Be careful if you need to approach her.
I know.
You may call me Magda. That is the name I go by with you gorgeous.
Gorgio is the word we call anyone who is not a gypsy.
Magda. Magda.
I have been gifted by true sight and foreknowledge. These are gifts with knife edges. Oh, I have seen my own death and knew my true love's death the day I met him. Still, it is most useful. I will read your fortune in the cards if you wish. You have only to cross my palm with silver. So much for the legends about werewolves, huh? Or at least a coin of value.
But I warn
future is fixed. What the cards show of the future can happen, but only if you take the actions to create this future. And it is not easy to determine what those actions are, dear. Such is life. You listen to the words of an old gypsy fortune.
This will take 15 minutes, by the way.
You will initiate this reading of the cards. The shuffling and cutting attunes the cards to those vibrations which surround you. You do not control the cards, nor do I. It is the cards which show what they choose to show. I will reveal to you the meanings of the cards. It is up to you to interpret how they affect you.
Yeah, like this is a lot of talking now. Like this takes 2 minutes skipping in the cutscene. Like if you skip it through in the 100%, it's 2 minutes.
The first card is the significator. It is the symbol of the subject of the reading. This is a card of vigilance and agility.
I stand up for this.
The person
If you allow me to, I will stand up for this.
Perceiving the hidden, at spying, and uncovering the unknown. This is a person who has mastery over his body and is lithe and active.
That's a little better.
This card clearly represents you. And therefore,
and am I so good to see you in? Sorry that I couldn't do Nightmare Creatures today. I know the yapping, I know!
Represent the influences which affect your current situation. This next card represents something from the distant past.
Is it okay from the microphone? I feel like it picks me up okay, right? Hopefully.
Turn over this card and reveal the influence of your past.
Like maybe I can play PlayStation 1 games like this. I would not have a problem with this because of controller.
This card is the High Priestess. It is inverted, which means the meanings too.
Good. Okay, nice.
Upside down. The High Priestess is some woman of your past. She is a person of selfishness and passion.
We beat Alone in the Dark, by the way, maybe you saw it, device. I will do the manly part next week.
Turn over the next card to reveal more of this individual. The Four of Coins. Now that is the card of the miser. This woman of your past has power, but uses it selfishly. This is a person who cares only of her own needs and wants, and does not care what she does or how she influences others. This person is one who, as long as you satisfy her needs and vanity,
Baba Yaga.
will be willing to aid you.
This is Baba Yaga.
It does not require any amount of effort on her part. However, if you act against her, her vengeance will be swift and violent. This is not a person to disregard, and she plays an important part in the events around you. Reveal the next card, something of the more recent past, which has consequences in the present. This is the inverted King of Coins. This is an old and vicious man, someone who is willing to use any means to attain his desires.
This is Al-Avis. This is the foreigner, the stranger.
Cannot be trusted or underestimated. Reveal the next card that we may learn more of this person.
Devil.
The devil. This is indeed an ill omen. This person is influenced by black magic, a man of power and dark desires. Yet the devil is a sign of bondage and subservience, and this person has faced unexpected failure of some sort.
This is someone of great evil, someone who cannot be trusted. This is one who'll bear you ill will, yet is somehow
Standing is
prevented
really good
from
right now.
harming you or gaining his revenge.
Oh.
For now. Should he gain his freedom, this man will seek to destroy all which stands between his goals and himself. Turn over the next card to reveal a surrounding influence.
No, it's always the same. It is always the same. Because this is basically, again, all the figures around your character. And it gives hints. Why you're here, which persons are influencing you, what is haunting you, and what are you doing against it. Like it gives you, it's like, this is basically the entire game in a nutshell.
The Queen of Cups. Again, there is a female influencing your present. This is a woman of wisdom and love. She is kind, generous, and virtuous. Let us see what next the cards reveal of this person.
Star.
The star. It is a symbol of hope and spiritual influence. Now this is a woman in touch with her magical nature. She is gentle and loving, yet there is great strength within. This is a woman who generates hope and help through her actions. The next card reveals the overriding influence upon the future.
The Queen of Swords.
The Queen of Swords. She is a woman of wit and skill, yet she has suffered through terrible hardship, and she is marked by her suffering. Oh, she faces her sorrows bravely, but with a deep, deep loneliness. The next card will tell us more about her.
The Moon.
The Moon. It is the card of deception. This woman is a deceiver, or is deceived by her own beliefs. This card also reveals the magical nature of the woman. This is the strength which sustains her.
Forces Arana?
Oh, she is either surrounded by false friends, or seeks to betray you herself. She is the victim, or the villainess. The final card will reveal the influence which will most affect you. The Void. About this card, I will not speak. I must meditate upon its meaning. This tableau shows the influences surrounding you. These people will affect your life for weal or for woe. It is up to you to determine how and what effect they will have upon you.
The Void again! Oh no!
That is all that the cards and I can reveal at this time.
Oh god!
Make what you will of your fortune. I will speak no more of it. Oh, if I were younger, I would welcome your touch and all that it promises. But now I must remain aloof and free to see your future.
He's across the table from you. Besides, gypsies don't like to be touched.
The lady really liked to be touched.
You say goodbye.
You weary of talk? Good. You are a guest with us tonight. Let us join the others for food, drink, and dance.
And dance. And
I hope you will enjoy the hospitality of my people.
You spend the evening in the joyful company of the gypsies. The gypsies seem to have gone all out to make you welcome in their camp. You've eaten a rich, spicy stew with no garlic.
No garlic!
Fresh bread and plenty to drink. Now it's time to relax and enjoy.
Come, is she not beautiful? Why do you hesitate? Go, join in the dance!
I like that the hero has 0 dance moves. It is like known since Quest for Glory 1 that he cannot dance.
After hours of carousing with the gypsy wolves, you find yourself curling up into a comfortable position near the fire.
By the way, they're not werewolves. They're not werewolves.
And dreamless sleep.
Like, whatever despite you saw there, they're not werewolves. And it's clearly stated they're not. Because they are 110% not werewolves. They are shapeshifters.
Last night I had a most strange vision. I saw you standing in the forest.
Naked.
You were not near any water, yet I thought you were fishing. You threw something into the air that looked like a bird, and yet not a bird.
Huh?
The bushes rustled, then started moving towards the strange yellow bird.
Werewolf shapeshifters. So it's werewolves that take the form of humans sometimes? Is that what you were trying to say? It's werewolves. Sometimes they're humans, but also the werewolves can choose to be human sometimes. Huh?
Ah, the one who danced with you upon your last visit? The one who is lovely, lively, and, more than a handful?
Huh?
She is my mate, and we wolves mate for life.
Ah, I did unspeakable things to her last night. I'm sorry, man. Unspeakable things. Oops.
Ah, I am well and happy to see you again, my friend.
Yo, Davey, bro! Dude, how's your mewing streak going? He's pogging, by the way. Did you see him pogging? Look at him pogging, dude. So there are wolves who shapeshifted. No! They're not wolves shapeshifting into Rover. No, that's not what they do.
Last night we were hunting far to the south. I heard a voice call out a command. Bushes here, disappear. The voice had the fur on the nape of my neck up on end, so I did not investigate further. Hunting in Mordavia is always an interesting experience.
I have always had dreams and visions. Some of these are true events. Some are only what could be true. These visions are like most.
I feel like you're very confused about the existence of magic. To remind you, exclamation mark magic in chat, and all your questions will be answered.
You have only to give me a crown, and I will give you a reading, huh?
There is only science.
See?
Many are the kinds of the dead which do not rest. Some are harmless, some most helpful, but most are extremely dangerous. Some, like the Rusalki, are victims of crime. Others, like the Wraiths, are the spirits of criminals who cannot rest. But most powerful and fearsome of all are the Nosferatu, the vampires.
Vampires!
The Nosferatu, the undead which feed upon the blood of living things. If a man is drained unto death by a vampire, he will rise from his grave as a revenant, hungering for the taste of human flesh.
Oh, really? Wait, they go into the ghoul part of the vampire cult? What, really? I didn't know that.
Vampire creator. It too will be a vampire, but it must obey the commands of its master and cannot harm its master directly. Sometimes the sharer of vampire blood is not drained entirely by the master vampire. Thus, he can continue to live until struck down by a natural death. Then he will rise from his grave.
I didn't know that they elaborate. So, vampire lore! Woo! So, in the realm of vampires, maybe you don't know, maybe you know, it is in belief of magical beings and vampires that if a vampire sucks you dry, you will become a ghoul, like an undead monster, like, again, a revenant. You will just roam around and eat other people's flesh. And you're just like an undead creature that has no purpose and that's very empty. Not only blood empty, but like empty in general. It's not a skeleton, it's just, again, a lifeless body. Interesting that they go over that fact. And even, again, as she elaborated, if you just get bitten by a vampire, the vampire did not kill you and didn't make you a vampire, and if you die, you still become a ghoul. Like, you're fucked, you're cursed. That's it. If a vampire kisses you, it kisses you goodnight. There's no return. It's over. Interesting that they elaborate more on the entire story here. It's cool.
The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family.
Borgov
They
family?
ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said.
How is that different from working for a big company? Are you referring to UP Psycho because all the workers there are also referred to zombies? True.
When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again.
Speaking of UP Psycho, they announced a new game. The creators of UP Psycho announced a new game.
The castle was now owned by a
It will be coming soon.
who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar. So we did some trading.
It is more a comment about more. Oh yeah. This is what UP Psycho is about. UP Psycho is, in that regard, is like you work for a bigger company for a day. And you see all the long-term employees there already zombified, kinda. Really fun. Bye.
Farewell.
Perhaps another time. Going back. Really? Yeah. Really.
I have had many dreams about you, but last night...
Like in UP Psycho is a horror game where you get employed by a gigantic company because the company is corrupted and you are killing the witch. But the insides of the company are still like very modern. Midnight! Woo!
She spoke again and called your name. That was all I saw and heard.
That's the best I could do. Thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. The Midnight gifties. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see the targets you got into. Was the mice a target? Oh, yeah, hopefully. Let's see. Wilden. Penguin Lamonti. Awakened Maverick Zero. Cool. And now undefined. Oh. The mice just deleted the account to be now undefined. Okay, I see. Thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Very generous. Happy Sunday, I guess. Happy Sunday for everyone who is already in Sunday land. Good to have you. Good to see you here. Thank you again for watching today. It is a very fun stream for me personally. Nightmare Creatures was weird. Good thing we laid it to rest. Alone in the Darkness was amazing. And going through Quest for Glory right now is just a dream for me. Holy crap, it's just such a dream for me to play through this game. It is so good. I love the atmosphere. And look at this! Always halfway. We do a little tiny shiddly-iddly break from the game to go directly into the dungeon. So I will be right back with gameplay. Who wants to finish this today? Are we doing this? Or are we postponing this a little bit more? What do you think? What do you think? We should push. It's like I mean, it's an hour. Even if we go slow, it's an hour. What am I talking about? Let's go. We're back with Quest for Glory. Standing is really good for me right now. Thank you so much for your patience. If you watch this live, thank you for all of this. Sorry that you get overthrown. I was about to say hello. Edge. Irana.
Her staff protects the town, and her garden protects anyone in need of safety. Irana's garden is to the south and a little west of here. It is a very
I'm on
good
it.
place
I did it.
to
I fixed
rest
it.
and heal. There used to be a small bush whose fruit was sweet and filling and always available, but someone dug it up and took it. Why anyone would do such a thing, I do not know. There is a tree whose fruit will restore magic to those who use it, but only a magical spell can get the fruit. The staff of Irana has a great deal of magic. It protects the town from the undead. Although, between you and me, the townspeople do not know it. But I had a vision of it one night.
She knows. It was foretold. Why gyromancy?
It told me how it protected the town and of its destiny spell.
What?
When the staff spoke no more, I saw a most beautiful crystal floating
back? Welcome back.
in the air. The staff touched it, and the crystal shattered. Oh, that was all I saw. In my vision, the staff said that it would guard the town until it cast its destiny spell. That one day, someone would bring a dead loved one before the staff. That person would trade his life force through the staff. The dead would rise, alive and well, though the one who gave his life for the dead would never know. That would be a true sacrifice, done with foreknowledge and with much love. The staff still stands in the town, so I do not think anyone has been willing to make such a sacrifice.
Okay. Right.
You say.
I wish you well upon your travels, Sire.
Feuer. Das heißt auf Wiedersehen. Say it correctly, lady.
Hello.
Hello. I will sit down again because I have to use the keyboard, but that was a very welcoming and very good like little stretch and stand session. We can do this more, especially when we play like PlayStation games. We should do that way more often. Maybe I do like I don't want to give you the power to let me stand up. I feel like I'm not a pet. I'm not a pet. I will not give you power to pet me. So we need it to be nighttime for this. Because we go through the castle, obviously in total disgrace at nighttime. Boop. And we have everything else, so let's go.
Here you go. Have another drink on me. Strange moans wail through the trees, and mysterious lights seem to flicker and fade.
We didn't get the bleeding tombstone today. No bleeding tombstone.
All right. You hear a sharp snick as your lockpicks catch the tumblers just right. The crypt door opens.
All right. The Borgov puzzle is blue, orange, red, green, orange, violet. That's the Borgov puzzle for you.
Spelling out the name Borgov in colors has caused a secret compartment to open in the crest. Inside is a small key which you add to your keyring.
How do you know that? You just know.
The small key from the crest opens a lock in the relief. You open the coffin lid to reveal a dark passage.
Oh shit, I have to greet death. I cannot be here. Wait. Oh shit, can I go back?
That didn't.
Oh, I had to shake the dead man's hand. No!
You read? As you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt.
Yes, you have to do this for points. Yes, you absolutely do this for points. You do this in the 100% speedrun too. Like, you have to shake the Grim Reaper's hand or you will not be awarded with points.
The small key from the crypt.
Okay.
You hear a gentle snick.
This is my favorite conversation coming up, I guess. In terms of like stuff that is fun to listen to. We have to oil the door.
You hear voices beyond the upper door. Two people seem to be having an argument in the next room. You carefully oil the door hinges to prevent revealing squeaks. You carefully open the door just a little so you can hear better and look through the crack.
Everything is going according to plan. My plan. I am not interested in your petty revenge scheme.
You cannot trust him. He will attempt to destroy you the moment he realizes what you truly are.
No, he is already attracted to me. I want him to act from his own free will and not be some puppet whose string I hold. After all, if I only wanted a puppet, I could have used you.
There will come the day, Katrina, when I will be the Dark Master, and you will be only a memory.
You would love to destroy me, wouldn't you? You hated me from the moment we met, but you thought you could use me, didn't you? You were blinded by your own ego. I have always been your master, and you my mere apprentice.
I will have my revenge.
On whom? The hero or myself?
Both of you.
Oh, it is so easy to make you lose your temper. That is why you never
The music is going crazy. I cannot even hear the voices.
pride override your thinking.
You carefully...
Ba ba ba.
The ghost's only response is a low moan that sends a chill of terror up your spine.
Not very friendly.
You shiver as the ghost passes through you. A cold chill remains behind. That didn't do anything useful. It's a massive iron. The chest is locked. You take 15 crowns from a pouch in the safe. The safe also contains several papers and some old clothes, but they have deteriorated with age and are worthless, so you leave them.
Yo, more money, let's go. I'm rich.
You hear?
So there's a lot more to this castle. We can visit the dungeon early, and we see the goons. I will show off the goons. It's not something that is important, and there's nothing to it actually. But you know, we do it anyways, just for a little bit of completion and pass. Also, this is one of the secret passages that the mage character will go out of, and he basically, like, the mage lands here.
Nobody ever comes here. People wants to get out of the dungeon, not into it.
You hear voices at the bottom of the stairs. He looks like someone with whom you really don't want to tangle. He's mean, he's tough, he's a goon.
He's a goon.
Right. There are those two guards about the size of 1,000-year-old redwood trees guarding the stairs, and you want to talk to them? Why don't you just walk down the stairs and meet them close up while you're at it?
Hey, dungeons is always guarded, and we's the guards. But why guard a dungeon when there's no one in there? We got to guard something, don't we? Else we don't got the job. Well, it's still boring.
You know, there are those two huge goon guards down at the bottom. Are you sure this is such a good time to head down the stairs? This really isn't such a hot idea. It will be certain death to get too close to those guards.
That's a sketch. The two goons decide to have a taffy, or maybe it's a patsy, pulling contest. They're very disappointed when you break instead of stretching any further. There is a speedrun tech here that I can show off if you want to. You can die here. You can die here, as a thief in particular. And you can basically use your toolkit.
You hear that
at the bottom of the goon here, somewhere.
You know, that didn't
And then you die and be here.
You fool! Did you really believe you...
Because when you die, when you screen transition, when you screen transition, it doesn't matter if you have 0 HP or no. This is also true for other Quest for Glory games. You can basically be dead. As long as you don't get hit again, it doesn't matter.
The door won't budge. You hear a gent.
That's a weird door too. That's a weird door. So yeah, that's what you can do there. You can go through this and go into the shortcut dungeon immediately, and you trigger a whole different set of events that are available to you. You skip a lot too.
Who is it, Toby? It's not polite to slam the door in strangers' faces, is it, Toby? Then ask the stranger what he wants. What is that? Toby, let him in.
Yeah, Toby.
Toby, he has our dolly.
Hey, Wealthkeeper, good to see you in. Hello. Phasmophobia. Ooh, spooky stuff for the spooky season, I see. Thank you so much for rating me. Welcome into a very casual playthrough of Quest for Glory.
You say hello.
Hello.
Hi, have you come to play with Toby and me and Vanna?
You tell her about the inn and how sad it is without her.
If I went back to the inn, I'd never be afraid of the dark again. Toby
Cool.
says that everyone would
Oh, a new heart rate monitor. Ooh. did it ramp up?
be afraid of me.
You tell Tanya how her mummy misses her.
I miss my mommy too. Sometimes I want to cry, but I can't anymore. I just feel sad. Toby gave her to me. Mommy didn't like her. She kept trying to make me tell where I got Vanna from. Mommy wouldn't let me play with her. I was afraid Mommy wouldn't let me play with Toby anymore. Toby was my only friend. I didn't want my mommy to make Toby go away. I told Toby all about it, and Toby brought me here to Aunt Trina. She never takes my toys or friends away. Never. Mommy and I worked hard all the time to keep the inn nice and clean. And then my mommy, she never had time to play or sing anymore. And when it got night, she made me go to bed all by myself in the dark. It was really scary.
I hope you had a very, very fantastic time with Phasmophobia. I never played the game.
But nobody heard me when I cried. When I went out to the inn, Daddy would yell at me to get back to bed. I was scared. Daddy wouldn't let me have a candle or anything. He said it would bring the bad things.
Over 120? Ooh.
I didn't like the dark. But then, Toby came to my window at night. He would hold me, and he would talk to me, and he would tell me he would keep the bad things away from me all night. And I didn't have to be scared again, because I had Toby. When my mommy took my doll away, I was afraid she'd make Toby go away too, so I went away with Toby. Now I'm not afraid of the dark. I like the night. Aunt Trina says the bad things will never get me now, and I have Toby to take care of me. But sometimes
The microphone was like
I still miss
looking
my
into the
mommy.
wrong direction for that entire sentence there. It's fine.
My daddy used to be happy. He would take me out walking around and talking to everyone in town, and the inn was always busy with new people to talk to, and I could stay up and dance while my mommy sang for people. Then the rains came, and then people didn't come to the inn anymore, and Daddy said that there were too many bad things. He wouldn't take me walking anymore. He made me go to bed when it got dark, and he said the bad things would try to get me.
You tell about Irana's staff and how it can make Tanya back into a real little girl again.
I like the staff. It always made such pretty flowers in town. You say it will make me all better and I won't be a bad thing anymore?
You nod your head.
Oh, Toby, I can see my mommy and Daddy again. Toby asks, what else will the staff do?
You try to explain about sacrifice.
Yeah.
Toby says he understands. He says you should take us to the staff now, so I can be with my mommy and daddy again.
Now! Sacrifice the hairy demon now!
Kinda happy. Icky. I'm scared. I know you'll protect me, Toby, but who will protect you? Okay, Toby. I'll protect you.
A weird voice sounds in your mind.
Death and life are now before me. That for which I am destined awaits me.
Magic sound from King's Quest.
The sacrifice of life for love. Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Will you trade your life to give life to the child? Will you die willingly for the one you love?
I guess. Too late, kid!
So shall the sacrifice be done.
The staff is like, yup, fuck you. I love how cruel the staff is. The kid's like, maybe I don't want this. The staff is like, nope. He signed the contract, bye.
So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Erana.
Yoink.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I?
I mean, kid, you did fantastic. Don't you worry about that.
I love you too, Toby.
You take the sobbing child in your arms and carry her to the inn. You awaken her parents and are overwhelmed by their gratitude and joy. It is long before you manage to escape to the peace of your own room for what is left of the night.
That's a big step.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
That's a big step. Good morning.
I must thank you for saving our Tanya. You have brought joy again into our lives. We are in your debt.
Pay the innkeeper for your room.
We are in your debt. I have to pay him.
Thank you for your payment.
Shit. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the pyramid.
Like Katrina either, they were always having fights, but he had to do what she told him to do, and that made him very mad.
Welcome to the pyramid, my place to play video games, and I hope you can make this place your happy place from time to time. We play a lot of PlayStation 1 games. We try to beat the entire PlayStation 1 library that released on the US market, and I love retro games, and we play through this game very slowly today because I speedran this game for a long while, and I realized that I never did a casual playthrough on the channel, so here we are. Here we are.
I like Trina. She was kind to me and gave me lots of nice things. She even taught me to read and write, but I'll never go back to her. I want to stay with my mommy and daddy. Toby was my best friend in all the world. And I miss him. I wish he could come and live with us here. I'm happy to be home again. Everyone in town has come to see me and talk to me, and it's fun to be important. I like it.
I like it.
You tell again how Toby sacrificed himself for Tanya.
He may have looked like a monster, but he obviously had a heart and mind of great kindness.
It hits you right in the field. It's a good game, right? Like you stumbled in when we sacrificed Toby. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Tell about vampires. Yeah, let's tell this man about vampires. That they're real and stuff.
Remind the innkeeper that the vampires are still in the castle. And there may be other attempts at getting
Horrible,
done.
yeah, horrible.
We understand, and we will make certain no vampire can come near her again.
Sure about how are you doing that, man? How do you know that? How do you vampire? Oh yeah, there's a thing that we can do. She will stay now here at the inn.
It's a typical country breakfast.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again.
So there's a thing that she may or may not do. She's here now with us. She's here with us now. She will usually like bring food in, get food out. And this is a very interesting scene. Of course, they both smoke pipe. But also, if you wait here long enough, so I heard. No, don't go.
You kiss Bella's hand.
Oh, no one has ever done that to me.
Shit, no.
Done what?
Oh,
no, don't tell him.
And Yuri.
He better not kiss anything else.
I mean, I would never.
I don't understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important.
You sure about that, lady?
Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me. Still, I think I can understand her a little bit. I, too, have always wanted a child such as Tanya. I am only overjoyed to have my Tanya back.
Ignorance is bliss, lady. Actually, like for real. So, if you stand, blah, blah, blah. If you stand here long enough, so I've heard, she will flex weights. She will actually pump weights if you wait here long enough. So, we will take this moment to talk a little bit. Yeah, again, this game is a very dear place in my heart. I love this game. Speedrun all the categories in the game. I have speedrun all the categories in the game except Paladin. But all any percent and all 100%. Very competitive even. And I haven't fully explored the game in a while. It's just so good. There's so many cool things. What role am I playing this time around? Oh, this is a thief run. This is a thief run. I made sure that we do for the mega lore video here, or whatever we call this. We did a vote, and when we started this, we did the thief. We do a full combat thief, which is I feel like it's a very good and fun thief to play. We do 300 strength, so the extra points you get in the beginning, you pump them into strength. This allows you to skip various things. You can break open the door to the Adventurers Guild. You do not need a key. You can free Igor without using the grappling hook, because you can just lift the gravestone because you're strong enough. And you can also just walk through the swamp, and you do not have to do acrobatics. So there's a lot of things you can do. It is one of the fastest ways to beat the game too. Magic is kind of slow, sadly, in some regards at least. And the impossible puzzle we obviously did with a rock and normal rock throwing, because getting the bonsai bush out of the goo as a thief is a task that you don't want to do the normal way. The true thief way is garbage. You need climbing, you need throwing, you need things you never ever make happen in the game. And it's super bizarre to even, it's super cryptic and bizarre how you would even like get the bush out with a grappling hook in the first place. So we just skipped that. It's the most garbage thing you can do. And the most garbage thing to train to, because you have to train throwing, which is hard and impossible. Yeah, it's fun. Like the VOD is there. I don't know if I did all the tasks which oh yeah, with the things I did recent normal stuff. So the VOD will show more true thief stuff, but I can show that off maybe after this real quick, like to get through the tech a little bit, see what's going on. Oh, it's not a new approach. During speedrunning this, or like during the during speedrunning through this, my girlfriend actually, she found out that like she doesn't like the magic in this game. So she found out that before that the thief used magic for most of the things going through, and then it shifted from magic to full strength, which is funny. Oh, Master Gregor, good to see you in. Super fun stuff. Also, there is the speedrun for the GOG, and there we go. There it is. She's lifting. She's lifting. Yo, it was here. Fantastic. I knew it would happen. It's so dumb. If you never saw this, you're welcome. If you never saw this, you're welcome. Again, you have to sit here for a while to see that. Blem blem to you too. Hello. Yeah, so the speedrun of this in GOG version or DOS Steam version is around 24 minutes, something. But the new tech in the floppy disk version of the game found new techniques. These are now around, the speedrun is around 9 minutes now. But only on the very garbage floppy disk version, which I still have to try. I can do most of the tech, but it will not do something in this version of the game. Boop, boop. Let's go. Bye!
You have brought real joy to Mordavia by bringing Tanya back. When she was stolen, it was as if all the laughter here had been taken. Nikolai has disappeared from...
I know. Poor Nikolai. Damn. You mean the speed of the speedrun? Yeah, I know, right? It is because of one thing alone. Like this staff I just got, this staff, the Arana staff. In this version of the game, you can go into your goal is to go back into the cave you woke up in. That's your goal. And you need 5 pieces of paper, a stick, and a joke to finish the game. That is not a joke, that is actually what you need to beat the game. When you enter the cave, at any given point, this version gives you 2 things. It gives you the joke and it gives you the grappling hook. It doesn't give you the staff, which is the longest time gap. So no staff means no ending. You can't beat it. It's bad. In the floppy disk version, I guess because of bug and debugging, in the floppy disk version, it will give you the staff, the grappling hook, and the joke. So you get the staff even if you don't have the staff, which makes everything very trivial because you only need to go and get 5 pieces of paper, which is pretty easy, and then you just win by default. You don't need to do the gnome, you don't need to do Igor, you don't need to do the rover camp, you don't need to do anything in the castle really. You can just go and get grabbed by the goons, which I showed off earlier, that you can just go into the dungeon and skip everything, and it will just... It's just amazing. That's basically what it is. It's an amazing thing. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. I'm getting tired? Really? It didn't say I can rest until morning. You bastard game. And now there's a piece of paper appearing. Fantastic.
The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight. We have much to talk about. Katrina."
We do have much to talk about, Katrina. This is the final stretch, by the way.
One thing you...
That's the very final stretch. And then I can show you a little bit of the speedrun tech if you want to. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff to look into, especially for the thief. There's so much cool stuff that I can show off. Oh, sorry.
As you approach Ad Avis, he stares deep into your eyes. You feel yourself drifting, floating, lost. Ad Avis has taken control of your mind.
Again.
You fool! Did you really believe you could get away from me? I have you now, and you will pay for my death. It is you that...
How long will it be? Oh, if we listen to the dialogue, it will be like 15 minutes.
To serve the Dark Master again.
Maybe 20.
You probably blame me for all the problems around.
Like, there's nothing to talk about anymore.
You understand nothing. The Dark Master is the cause of all the woe that is here. The Dark Master brought you here against my better judgment. The Dark Master made me what I am now, a Nosferatu, and seeks to...
That's the brain. Oh, you mean like sleeping there? Yeah. This speedrun is 90% sleeping. Every quest for glory is 90% sleeping.
Then the Dark Master and I will call forth eternal darkness.
It's all sleeping. You sleep until day 5 and then you clear the game in like 5 minutes.
Together, my master and I will create an army.
Oh, is that the is that Dr. Brain's voice? Really?
You won't be there to witness this. You cannot stop us now. You will never find a way out of this dungeon, and only a stake through the heart.
Oh, that's Brain from Pinky and Brain, really? Oh, I'm German, so I wouldn't know. I never heard it in English. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
The sun now rises.
Oh my God, he's yapping.
You too shall rest. I will not allow you the chance to escape your fate, or to use that stake and hammer I torment you with here. Weapons of my destruction so close at hand.
I can show you something another here if the game lets me.
Great hero.
You see all this yapping and all this dialogue stuff, right? Okay, we get that. Right, you go to sleep and he's drifting off, but you can restore this.
How nice.
And I can show you one thing here real quick. There are keyboard commands for spell shortcuts. One of the shortcuts is to swiftly pee into Adavi's face. And if you swiftly pee, I can show you this off. If you swiftly pee, the following thing happens.
You open the lock on the chains easily. It seems your foe has underestimated you once again. It does seem odd, though, that he didn't bother to remove your backpack.
And then you just leave, and he's just standing there because he doesn't know what to do. So good. Like, yeah, so the Swift P command is not in all screens available, by the way. It is a... It's just like, bro, I was yapping over here. So it's this thing, on some screens, these spell shortcuts are not locked and are not gated. And this is how you usually, like, you know, get a lot of time done.
If you look closely, there does seem to be something a bit odd.
It's
about
fun.
the design
I love
of
it.
the iron
It's so good.
Take a deep
Like,
breath.
it's not only because you know you can skip his yapping by pressing escape, but he still would put you to sleep. The screen goes to black and blah 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 yada yada. It would take a long time. It's all done. All done and gone.
The coffin where there should be a bed seems a bit out of place. But there's no accounting for tastes.
Oh yeah, there's another thing we can do. I guess it's save here. Probably Megalore. You can kill her.
The shards are... You take...
If you don't know, you can kill her. It's not a joke.
You're in... That didn't... Where a bed...
Flap!
Taking a deep breath, you place the stake over the vampire's black heart and pound it in with 3 mighty blows of the hammer.
The problem about that...
You stared at the lifeless corpse in the coffin. You never thought that killing the vampire would be...
Adavis is like, lol.
At last, I am free of her dominion over me. You did precisely what I wanted you to do. Destroy Katrina. So nice of you to cooperate with me.
Right on the kisser.
Suddenly you find yourself totally unable to move.
You! What are you? How dare you! Try to kill me, will you? How dare you! You break into my home, steal away my child, kill my servant Toby, and then return to kill me? After I befriended you and helped you, some hero you are.
Please, no! Don't punish me.
I should let the
Yeah, she took the time to get into the bondage. Of course!
while you hang there. Give me
Always
one
dressed for the occasion.
One excuse why I should not leave you here to die.
Ow. Oh, defend your actions.
The juice is $2.99.
You tell Katrina how you are a hero. The heroes
I was like, wait, that's not the voice line.
A hero goes around stealing children and killing loyal servants, I suppose. You have a funny definition of heroism.
Thank you.
I suppose it includes destroying helpless women as well? Give me one good reason why I should let you live.
Sorry?
You apologize profusely for disturbing Katrina's rest.
Give me one good reason. I have an enormous penis.
Is that supposed to make it all better?
Good one. Good one.
Just a big misunderstanding. Let's kiss and make up. Why should I forgive you after you betrayed me again and again?
You say it like that.
I have decided that I still have a use for you. Alive. If you help me, you may still manage to leave Mordavia without my mark upon you. I want you to seek out the 5
Oh, I have him in my inventory. That's such a coincidence, right?
Together we will summon the Dark One and bring eternal night to this land. You will help me, won't you? Or must I take more drastic measures to assure your obedience?
No, it's fine.
You tell Katrina that you'll do anything, anything at all, if she'll just let you go and not rip your throat out.
Very well. But because I can never completely trust you, I will make certain you carry out my bidding. By my will, I guess thee.
What did you say to me?
Seek the heart ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the blood ritual of
I always
the Dark
hated that.
One. Thou shalt seek the
I always hated this voice line. I still hate it. Beeby boo, beedy badabi doobie. I don't know.
Ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the sense.
I never thought this was good voice acting.
Return with these rituals ere 3 nights pass, lest ye suffer. Thus is your guess.
It's like, I know it should be like, oh my god, this is like a spell, like a curse she puts on top of me, and if I don't return in 3 days, I just keel over and die. But I feel like it's not... Like, why does it need to be like this weirdly melodical? Oh look, I can go through the gate, by the way, that's cute. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Huh? Let me back in! Bastard.
You...
Fine. Fine, you win.
You are flying in the very source of all magic.
You win.
You are filled with power.
Well, can we go in?
Of how to use it.
I messed the speedrun check up. That's why.
Dancing around you.
Because I showed off that you can like just phase through the gate and do not awaken the Necro Tower.
And the very ground itself radiates peace and harmony.
I overrode the script.
Your heart, and the magic echoes around you a song of love and happiness. Then you realize that it is not you doing this. It was someone else back in time. You hear that voice calling you again. Darkness surrounds you, eats at you. The voice calls out again, and you are afraid. It calls from the center of the darkness, drawing you nearer and nearer. The darkness sucks at you, pulling
Excuse
you
me?
towards the voice as
I don't
it
want that.
drains all warmth and life from you. You scream.
I know why I can't go back. I didn't do the Wraith fight. Oops. The coincidence of not having all the... Yeah, it makes sense now. I had the same feeling, Sayo. Thank you, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. About this. Oh, a bunny again. We don't see a wyvern the entire playthrough, meh. Oh, we will leave the screen. Yup, that happens. Oops! We will climb up the mountain now. It's a good screen to see, though. Look how spooky the coffin is. Did you see that? There's a revenant in that coffin. It's such a cool screen to look at. Like sometimes the thunder also hits the tombstone. And the tombstone begins to bleed. There it is. What a good screen, right? What a good screen. Use this footage right now. I use this footage right now. Will I copy and rip it out? Probably. Use it for something. Perfect. All according to plan. Best fight. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We win.
The barrow contains treasure that the Wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you.
I played it carefully. I could have been faster, but the problem with this fight, and you all know it in the speedrun, if I do the spin move too fast, and he hits me with a fireball, my game freezes, and I will forever hover mid-air.
Ink under it remind you of dried blood.
It will forever hover in mid-air, and he will not attack me, and nothing happens. So we can't have that. We can't have that. Maybe we can see a revenant at night. That would be quite cute too. But I doubt it. Yeah. There we go. Now it's open.
What a good boy you are.
Thank you.
You would never do anything to hurt me, would you? Unlike some others I could name.
Wow.
So, you have returned with the rituals. Good. Very good. We will journey at once to the Dark One's cave. Soon, it will be forever night and I shall never be at anyone's mercy again.
Bing.
Ya Avuzel, hear me, great
Ya
Dark
Avuzel.
One. Open thy mouth that we may enter. Open thy mouth that will swallow us all. Open thy mouth of darkness, Ya Avuzel.
Maybe I will get that Ya Avuzel also into the mix, huh?
Ya Avuzel, dark calls unto dark.
That is all I can do for you, Sna, the lore master. You will need to perform the other rituals yourself.
We will be watching you, so do not even think of trying to betray us.
Yeah.
The last ritual remains with the High Priest. You will need to take it before you begin the other rituals.
Master of darkness.
Please, be careful.
Yes, we would hate for anything unpleasant to happen to you.
Yeah.
Enter now, and good luck.
Thanks, babe. Thanks, Cookie. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-bum-ba-da-ba-da-bum. We're back, baby. So, fun fact about the speedrun once again, or about the game again. There are 6 rituals. There's 5 rituals hidden outside the world, and 1 ritual is hidden inside the world. It's this one. There in the book down there is a ritual. You don't need that. It's not important. Because that is the ritual that you use when you climb up the heart and you climb into the heart chamber. This is the very last ritual you do. It's all a cutscene. The game never checks if you pick this book up or no. If you can enter the chamber, you got it. You never need to do anything down there. Never ever. You don't need this. Period. That's it. So we will not grab it. Like, it's not a dangerous thing for the thief anyways, because that, by the way, the creature down there, this is the best enemy in the game for me. That is the last Borgoth, by the way. That is the absolute, that's the last one of the castle people. That's the last Borgoth. It's a very cool fight, very cool demon. But the points, pfft.
Strike sparks off the flint using your...
Also, a little tiny thing that you just can do, if you want to, if you will. You can use everything on the thing itself. You don't have to move anywhere.
Back in the sconce.
It will all work here, which is pretty neat. It's pretty neat.
There are lines in the sand, as if it has been used in the past to form pictures. There is no apparent pattern to the lines at the moment. The altar feels...
What?
That didn't do it. There are
Huh? Torch left, torch right. Ritual. What?
That didn't. The ritual. There are lines in the sand. That didn't. There are lines. You put.
Huh?
There are lines in the. There are.
Game? Try that again. We try that again.
You are.
I'm very confused. Very confused. You go in. Sayo, help me here. You go in. You open torch. You do a torch. And then you do...
There are lines in the... That didn't...
Wait, is that... Art? Census? Oh, yeah.
Press the Dark One sign against the top of the altar. The sand swirls and shifts to form a mirror image of the sign. The Dark One sign dissolves into the sand. Its purpose fulfilled at last.
Yeah. Like, if you do the speedrun so fast that I
visible at last, and you begin to perform.
haven't done a casual playthrough in like 4 years. Thank you.
Dark One, come! I stand among your massive bones. Let your skeleton once more be filled with your presence.
It's the best part of the game, by the way, by far. This is an outstanding performance.
Forced to bear some massive weight. Yeah, a Vuzel. Take shape once more in this place that is your home. Stand again among us.
Hey, my mom found the poop sock. Good to see you in.
Altars start to sway and move as if a massive wind was blowing change through the cavern. Bringer of blood. Dark One, come.
No one got the Dark One come, though.
As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. Suddenly you realize that the nearest bones have formed into a cage and are closing around you.
Oh no, they're closing around me! Whoop! Woo!
You take the...
Goodbye. Bitch. Bitch. Next. This is the blood ritual. I know everything about that one. That's an easy one. We go the fast way up. It's a better way. And then we do the ritual. There's nothing more to it. It's just boop.
You unroll the scroll containing the blood ritual. The words are visible at last and you begin to perform the ritual.
I do it.
Yeah, a Vuzel, bringer of blood. I bring fresh blood to fill your veins. Following the scroll's instructions, you prick your finger and let a few drops of blood drip into the altar bowl. They seem to sizzle and roil within the black bowl. Yeah, a Vuzel. Let this chamber fill with your fiery blood once more. Drops of thick acid liquid begin to form and drip from the altar into the bowl. Yeah, a Vuzel, bringer of blood. The dark liquid oozes forth from openings throughout the chamber and begins to fill the channels below. The blood hisses and sizzles.
I will show all the ways to escape this, by the way.
The falls from your hands into the altar bowl, where it is instantly consumed by the acid.
I will show up all the ways to get out.
Putrescent liquid now oozes.
There's only one
through the cave.
For everyone who is
highly corrosive and in general like something you'd best avoid.
A thief. But we have multiple ways to escape this, so let me save. So, you obviously know the usual thing. You just hop over here. You go here. You hop over.
You do.
Here.
You.
And then you.
You don't. It's you. You.
You beepity boppity over here. This is one way to escape this, and then wow, you're free. Yay, you did it. But then it's extremely slow. So there's another way. You just go the way you came, which is pretty easy. You go down here. Boop. The problem about this, you can't. You can't go this way. Because I'm melting. You think that is true. Actually, it's not. So if you go here, and you click down here, you did it. You're free. You're welcome. That's how you do it. That's how you get out of the cave. You just go out. Easy peasy. You just walk. You just walk out. It's an easy thing. What do you mean? It's quite simple. All this knick-knack about like doing some shenanigan shit is like, no, you don't need that. You just stop. And now we breathe. It's my favorite ritual because I have asthma.
You unroll the scroll containing the breath ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to read the ritual. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall come to draw forth your breath in the song of shadows.
I need to concentrate for this.
On the most right horn
Most right horn.
Begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Ya, a woozle, then shall I play on the leftmost of three. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy centre. The wind of darkness blows all before it. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall sound the final note on high. The shadows of darkness shall rise again. You sense an awakening and a waiting within the altar, as if it is alive and expecting something more. The altar. You take it. You take.
I basically blow a woozle, yes. But a woozle is very sensitive. I have to blow in the right tentacle or he will eat me.
You take a deep.
I will show you another way for the next ritual, by the way, which is a very interesting ritual again. I have to save outside of it actually. It's very interesting. So this is the sense chamber. It's very dark. All your senses are locked.
Totally numb. Can't see anything, feel anything, hear anything, taste anything, or even smell anything. Is this totally senseless?
So while you traverse this, you get all your senses back.
You just felt something, hard and round with some spiky bits sticking out. Your sense of touch has returned. Wow, did something just die in here? Your sense of smell has just returned with a vengeance. You kinda wish it hadn't. You hear a loud, almost explosive pounding and something like rushing water. After a moment you realize that you're hearing the sounds of your own heartbeat and of the blood pulsing through your veins. You stand still for a second until the sounds subside to a dull throb. You can hear again. Blinding glare assaults your vision, and you nearly fall from the path. It's as if you're staring directly at the sun. After a bit, you still see stars. Now at last you can see the cave you're in. Ahead of you lies the altar.
Yeah. We will do the ritual from here, and then I show you the better way to do it.
You begin to read the
very fun too.
Ritual
good ritual room.
The altar. Ya, a woozle.
Dark calls unto darkness.
Reach out thy tentacles to feel life again. Let the sense of this world
permeate thy smell.
Ya, a woozle. The sounds of our world are loud in thine ears, to do with what thou will. Let the light and shadow of this world enter thy sight. Let thine own shadow of darkness cover the world without the need of light.
I permeate with my smell, hey Nate. Maybe.
Dark calls unto darkness.
Maybe that's true. You shush.
As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns
Rude.
to dust in your hands. You hear a crackling noise and see flashes of lightning from the dendrites as the smell of ozone permeates the air.
Okay, so it's very dangerous to go back because all these things are electrical and they will zap you and they can kill you, like this thing. See, it can zap you and kill you. So this is a very dangerous room, especially for speedrunning, right? Like you would agree that this is a hard room. I can show you something. For everyone who never saw this game. It's very simple. You go into the room. And while you go into the room... Oh shit, I messed it up already.
You feel...
While you're in the room, you can use the ritual. And you can do this.
You begin to read the sense. Yeah.
And then you do this. And you don't need to do all this schnick-schnack to go this up and whatever and around and get your senses back or whatever, blah blah. It's magical. You always had your senses. And that's how you do it. It's very easy, saves very much your HP, saves everything, saves all this niggin running around schnick-schnack there, and you just did it. Fantastic. Good. Fantastic video game. The other thing that you can do, I will show you in here.
That didn't do anything useful.
Huh? You better do something useful.
The scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last.
And you begin to perform the ritual.
Yeah, Avuzl, master of darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Yeah, Avuzl, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Yeah, Avuzl, master of darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar.
Good. You can just climb it, by the way. You can just hand climb it. It's easy. You don't need the grappling hook or some schmick. And then you're here. The best thing.
Good. You have succeeded where many have failed. Begin the final ritual. Soon the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon Avuzl and free the shadows of darkness.
Enough talk. Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is that because this hero stopped you from summoning Iblis so long ago? You resent the fact that I triumphed while you failed, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
Clap, clap.
You begin to recite the final ritual. Yeah, Avuzl, we summon thee.
I don't have that on the soundboard, by the way. The Avuzl, we summon thee, we don't have that.
Blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue.
We don't have that.
Oh, great Dark One, enter the world of light.
We should have that one, actually.
Your feet were slowly and painfully
Yeah.
dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. Oh,
don't panic now. Fireball! I mean, Robo's just like spoiling what happens next.
As if they were frozen, locked forever, holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. Oh, Master of the Forever Night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, Avuzl, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! spell is completed and our Woozle awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again. No! How dare you!
See? Fireball! Fireball!
You have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me? Guess again.
But my dear Katrina, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you. I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. It wasn't I.
No! I will not let him die!
A fool! I knew that a Woozle would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired. And much more.
Much more.
Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop Adavis once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
There's no place you can run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero?
Let's talk about this great moment a little bit. So, for once, as again, to truly beat this game, you need the mega joke. We have the ultimate joke at hand. It's no problem for us. So that is an easy thing to do. But we can, like, also kill him in various occasions. We have everything in our pocket to do that. I will go over it a little bit. First off, of course, we have to tell the joke. That's what we do.
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter.
You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even fun.
Despite his protestations, Adavis begins to laugh. In a few moments, he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance!
Now's your chance! So your usual chance is this. This is your usual Adavis thing. You summon the staff.
Changed in your hands into a sharp wooden staff.
Yeah, and the staff changes the curse, and you will do this. Hiya! It is extremely slow, and we hate that. So we go back. What you can also do is you tell the joke, and while summoning the staff, nope, sorry, it's the other way around. I haven't done this in a while. You shush, all according to plan. So you don't summon the staff. You go into your inventory, which hopefully I can attend to in a second again. You take rocks or daggers. Oh my god, my throwing skill. Please. Please. Ah. Hey, Ayama, good to see you in. Ah. You can kill him with a rock. And then you take the staff. And then then you do the boob. And then you win. You could like summon the staff at the same time as you get the dagger out, but RNG rolled poorly. Meh. This is Arana, by the way. She was imprisoned in that.
I have driven our Woozle back to its own dimension.
He's always like, no, ooh, woo. We could kill him with that staff. Was it staff? Yeah. You can kill him with a staff. You can kill him with a rock, with a dagger. You can break his neck. Probably. So yeah, but Arana was trapped in that crystal, and but also she was basically preventing Avuzul from entering the realm of reality, and now has sacrificed herself to banish him.
Hold a party in your honor at Castle Borgo.
So even as we speak, the swamp
You
is
missed this game? Oh yeah, there's a full playthrough now up. Like, it will be a 2-part full playthrough, all the lore explained a little bit. I tried to go over all the things. I tried off things that you don't see often. For example, that Bella lifts weights when you rescue the daughter. That is a very funny thing. I showed off the rover, Javi, burning at the stake, killing your file. I showed off most of the death scenes that you can get. I'll do it again, but fast. Ugh.
He could not have chosen a
Oh yeah, and we also made Boris and Olga a couple again. Which is not necessary and gives no points, but it's fun. Yeah, we got the Rozaka death scene too, yep. Exactly. We also showed her the thief sign, which was a very suggesting and seductive scene for some reason. Fun. Like, we killed Nikolai in his bedroom. That's something that you don't see often. Did I paladin it up? Oh, you can't. You can't. If you're not a paladin from the get-go, you cannot do the paladin exclusive quests on Rosalka. Aww. Shiny. You can't.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people whose names I won't mention, but you know who you are, spread nasty rumors that gypsies were werewolves.
Yeah, they're not werewolves, they're shapeshifters. Totally different thing.
Owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Piotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement.
Yay.
You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. I believe this crystal ball is finally working.
Congratulations!
Do you see anything, Fenris?
Wow, congratulations!
Oh shit! A rat!
Let me see. It's a reward ceremony, of course. We've done some great deeds.
Oh man. I just get yoinked. Yeah, we didn't get all the points because of stuff. I guess it's the freeing Davi. We messed that up, which is fine. Which is totally fine. 269 lockpicking, here we go. That's the stuff. Very fun stuff. That was a very good Lawmaster run. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very enjoyable for me. Super fun game. Maybe we could do this. Magic 0, parry 0. Yeah, there is no parry in this game, so whatever. And the magic is very slow for the thief. It's the most worthless stat for this thief in Quest for Glory 4, sadly. What does a zero lore run look like? 9 minutes DOS box, floppy disk version run. Speed run now. It's 1 AM and it's what? It's no, a little bit. I will do like parts of the speed run so you can see what's going on. No, don't ask. No. Also, you can do this. This beautiful screen here. Nine minutes. Oh, I cannot do the 9-minute speedrun. I can do the 20-minute speedrun. I cannot do the 9 minutes one. I haven't learned the DOS, the floppy disk version. I can do the 20 minutes though. It's going lower. Yeah, also you cannot escape it anymore. You cannot. The problem is not the text that disappears, also the checkboxes disappear. You cannot quit the game. You're stuck here now. It's fun.